Well, howdy friends, Brian Flechsig of Mad River Outfitters. Welcome to another one of our fly tying tutorials. And I'm going to show you another fly tying tool here today, which some of you might find useful. And that's the Griffin hook and hackle gauge. I've been selling this tool since day one, way over 25 years. There's a couple other variations of it out there. A couple of companies make it, but I've always just sold this Griffin one. It's inexpensive and it does the job. But it's a hackle gauge first and foremost, and that's what's most important to me. And basically, you've got a post on here, and then a bunch of kind of rainbow spirals with numbers attached to them. And what you do is you take a feather. When you're going to wrap a feather as hackle, you want it to be sized approximately to the hook size that you're tying on. So what you can do is I usually try to do this before I pull the feather off the bird or off the skin. And what you do is you take the feather and you wrap the stem around that post, and the number that the fibers splay out to, so to speak, in this case approximately a size 10, that particular feather is going to be appropriately sized for a size 10 hook. Now, when you're messing with saddle type feathers that you would use for woolly buggers or wet flies, it's not as critical, but very critical when it comes to tying dry flies. And with the cost these days of quality dry fly hackle like this rooster neck here from Whiting Farms, you don't want to be plucking feathers off if you don't have to. So you really want to try to measure these while they're on the skin. It'll wind up saving your neck, literally. So I wrap that feather around the post to where the fibers splay out. That particular feather is approximately a size 16. If I'm tying 16s, pluck it out, get to tying. If I'm tying 14s or 12s, I need to go a little further up the neck to where the feathers are a little bit better. Measure again. I always try to measure in the middle of the feather too. It gives you a pretty good idea. And that's going to be a little more appropriate for a size 14. Pluck that feather and get to work. So the other neat feature about this is it has a hook gauge. You'll remember from our hook tutorial, or if you haven't seen it yet, you'll learn that, but all hook sizes have the same gap. The gap in the hook, the distance between the shank and the point or the barb. And what you can do is lay a hook right up along there, and whichever gap size it matches, that tells you the size of the hook. We sell a lot of these for folks to carry with them when they're out on the stream as well, because as you know, matching your tippet size to the hook size is of utmost importance when you get out there fishing. So this is a pretty handy tool to have with you on the fly tying bench or potentially carrying with you on the stream. So check them out at madriveroutfitters.com, the Griffin hook and hackle gauge.